Good morning. In today's session, we will look after file handling in Java. That is how it is handled by using object-oriented programming language, Java. So these are the content I'm going to cover up. Introduction, then what is the concept of stream? So which classes are required for handling stream? Then how to use stream and some other useful IO classes. Then how to use the file class, how to create a file, then reading and writing a character into file or from file, and similarly how to work on the byte string for reading and writing purpose. So these are the content that will be covered. So let's basically first understand what is the need for file access. So up till now, whatever you have done in various concept of object-oriented programming, might be using Java, C++. You have done the programming, you are getting the output, but when you come out of the program, you are not able to retrieve that output again. So that was for temporary purpose. Let's say I'm adding two numbers. I'm accepting two numbers from the user. It will be processed via my program and it will display the output. But later on, if I want to fetch that output again, it is not possible. So it's this could be achieved by using the concept of file. So herein you can save your data into the file. So it supports various types of files in Java. So these files are saved for word processor, or you can say Excel sheet. So there are various ways to save your data. Now next question arises, where this data is saved. So this all data will be saved on your secondary memory like your hard disk. Then in traditional days we got floppy disk, right? Then CD-ROM, etc. So we store it on our hard disk. So now, as I said, what is the requirement when we say information is stored in secondary memory? So the basic purpose that is achieved here is you can retrieve the data in the future as and when required, and this could be kept separate from your other documents and programs. So you can store your output of the program. So now let's understand this with one simple diagram. So what does information travel across? So as shown in this diagram, we have got your keyboard, which is acting as an input device. So we have got multiple devices by which we can accept the input. So here in this case, I'm accepting the input via keyboard. So user will enter some data and that will be given to the processing unit by using the standard input stream, right? That is the one part. So get the data from the user by using the standard input stream, then it will be given to the program and then it will be processed, and after processing whatever output is generated through your program, it will be given to display purpose or to convey that output to the user. It will be displayed on monitor terminal console, and to do all these things we have to take a help of standard output stream. So here I have to take a help of input stream to get the input data, and I have to take a help of standard output stream to display that output. And this is very basic thing. How does information travel across? So here, yet now the concept of file is not there in the picture. So you are getting the data, you are processing, and then you are displaying the output. That's it, right? So now in some cases, you have to store the data on permanent basis, right? So here, as you can see, the concept of your files come into picture. So on your hard disk, you're going to save the data in the various format or in file. So here you can see I have created a file and it is stored on my hard disk, on my secondary storage. Now, what we can do with this file? So whenever required, we can get the data from the file which is residing on secondary memory, and then it will be brought back into the primary memory or main memory. So the concept of main memory and secondary memory are here with you. So this is So here to get this data, I have to use the file input stream, and we can have various operation like load and read. Okay, so we can read from the file. All these things we are going to explore in detail. And this is one way operation. But in some cases, initially you have to write down that data to the file which is residing on your hard disk. So what is the thing here? So you have to get the data which is available in main memory and you have to write it into your file. So write operation can be called as save operation, and for this you have to take help of file output stream. So this is the two operations. First I need to write down the data into the my file which will be available on permanent basis, and then you can read from the file. So here the memory and secondary memory will be explored. Okay. Now let's come back to the what is Java's IO system? What is Java's input output system? So here you can see in the diagram which is at the bottom of this PPT. So we have got this keyboard or a mouse which is a traditional input stream. Depending on the application, you can have various input devices like joystick. So whenever you are playing games, the input devices could be different. Sorry, joystick is an input device. So here we are taking the input by using input stream. It will be given to the CPU for processing, and then output stream will come into picture whenever you have to project that output onto your console or monitor. So here whatever input and output we are talking about, this input and output in Java, this is accomplished by using the classes which are called as stream. So stream is very important. So input task as well as in output task in Java, it is carried out by the special classes and these are called as stream. So what is the role of input stream? So input stream will provide way to move the data from input device to the program, and this is going to move the data based on bytes of data. So byte is a unit of moving the data, right? So what input stream will do simply, so it will get the data from input device and it will move that byte of data to the program. So it will give that data to the program, and now after that it will get processed, and now next comes the roles of output stream. So what is the role of output stream here? So output stream will move the data in opposite direction. It will give that data to the monitor. So these are the two streams. Now how this file handling is carried out? So the file handling that we talked about. So here two basic operations are implied in Java. So we have to read from the hard disk, whatever file you are storing on the hard disk. So you have to read data from the file, or you can write data to the file. So these two operations are very much important, but we cannot directly start with reading the data and writing the data to the file. So here first we have to create a file, and in Java it uses the file class. So the file class is created from the package java.io. So this package will allow us to work with a different format of file. So whenever you are going to work with the file, you have to import this package java.io. Now, whenever we have to use this file class, so first of all, we have to create an object, right? So whenever you are working in Java, so whatever class you are having, so the first step is you have to create an object of that class. So here in our case, we have to work on file. So we have to create one object of file class. Okay, and along with creation of this object, one is supposed to specify file name or directory name where that file will get created. Okay, so I'll just simply start with the basic syntax how this is going to work, and after this I'll be demonstrating how the file is created. So we will write one piece of code, and in the output it will create the file, and then we'll add some data and we will read from that. So this basic operation will be explored here. So first of all, I have to import the file class. So the syntax for this is import and then name of your package is java.io.file, or you can simply mention java.io. So this is the hierarchy we are going to follow. After this importing of the file class, now next step is you have to create an object of file class, right? So How to create an object? So here we have to use new keyword. So new keyword, and which class we are going to use here? So we are going to use file as an inbuilt class, and in double quote you have to provide the name of the file that you want to create, and you can give the extension here. So here in this example, name of the file is file name.txt. So one txt file we are creating along with new keyword, and here all these things we have to assign, or we have to create an object. Okay, so obj is a name of object, and I have to specify ki obj is an object of which class. So here obj is an object of class file. So whole syntax will become file obj is equal to new file, and in double quote here my name of the file is filename.txt. Okay, so what happened here? So we have created one obj as a object, and this obj object belongs to class file, and now henceforth you can start working on file name.txt, which is available in obj object. So henceforth you can use obj whenever you want to do some operation on file name.txt. So this is a very basic step how to create an object of class. Now without understanding Java stream, we cannot start with the operations of file. So here Java is going to use the concept of stream so as to make the various input output operation on a file. So like input operation, it could be read or it could be write, or it can have some different operation also. So now let's understand what is a stream. So stream is nothing but it is a sequence of data. So whatever sequence of data you are getting from user via keyboard, or whatever data you are displaying on your console, all that data is called as stream. So stream is simply the sequence of data which is coming from either input device or it could be given to output device. Now this stream of data is divided into two types. So in Java stream classes is support byte stream classes and character stream classes. So as name suggests, byte stream classes works on byte oriented unit, and character works on character. So in next slide we will see in detail. So again byte stream classes are divided into two parts. So one is taking care of input stream and one is taking care of output stream. And when we talked about character stream classes, it has got reader class and it has got writer class. So this is how the Java stream classes are classified. Now let's understand the first type of stream, which is byte stream. So here as given in the name itself, so this incorporate with the byte data. So whenever input is given to the program, and so when this input is provided and it is executed with byte data, then whole concept is called as key. This is a file handling process with a byte stream. So here input and execution is going to work, or it is going to deal with byte data itself. So byte data streams, these are useful to perform input and output of 8-bit bytes. So you know ki byte is nothing but, one byte is nothing but 8 bits. So here there are many classes which are related to byte stream, but in this program or in general most frequently used classes are file input stream and file output stream. So these are the two most frequently classes used under file stream, and that is what is elaborated in this diagram. Second kind of class, or the second kind of stream is character stream. So as name suggests, it is going to deal with the character. So here the whole processing of data, input data, is going to be character, and that is what it is called as file handling process with the character stream. So you can have byte stream as well as you can have character stream. And whenever you are working on Java character streams, these are used to perform input and output for 16-bit Unicode. So that is the main difference. In previous case, it was working on 8-bit of data, and in character, it uses the convention of 16-bit Unicode. So You can find many classes again in this stream type, but two most frequently used classes are your file reader and file writer, which is taking care of reading and writing operation. And when there is one important concept over here, whenever we say ki file reader is there or file writer is there, so ultimately file reader is going to use file input stream and file writer is going to use file output stream. So here main important concept is here, okay, when we talked about file reader and writer, internally file reader is going to implement or it is going to use file input stream, and in the same way file writer is going to use file output stream. So this is what depicted in the diagram. And major difference is here, it is going to read 2 bytes at a time and it is going to write 2 bytes at a time. So this is all about character stream and byte stream.